Back again, I see. Clearly the drugs didn't work last time. Hello, I'm Colonel Failure, Doctor and Resident Medical Officer-in-Chief of the Dr. Colonel Failure's Hollywood Celebrity Bar and Grill and Clinic, and soon-to-be Radiation Department. Last time around we built our rather fabulous facility here for extensive testing. I don't believe it actually got used, but... so be it. That's life. We build things; they don't necessarily get used, and that's fine. I'm happy with that. We also reorganised our existing labs a little in order to make them just ever so slightly more I don't know, effective, operational. There you go. Choose one of those words. I've also just noticed I've got entirely the wrong flooring in here. Oh, what an amateur. Let's. Wipe clean. Wipe clean is what we want in there. There you go. Good. There we are. Right. Smashing. Anyway, what are we doing today? Well, first off, we're going to build ourselves an X-ray room, and it's going to sit right about here. But the X-ray room comes with a whole bunch of other requirements, like a waiting area and another reception area. Oh, phooey. I haven't got an awful lot of room to work with here, so that's going to prove to be challenging. Right then, business as usual. First thing to do is actually lay it out. As you can see, we've switched over from clinic to radiology, which you do down the bottom here. It took me a minute or two to figure that out, but I did figure it out, and I figured that you would rather I figured that out on my own time than waste precious minutes of this piece of video entertainment explaining to you and figuring out exactly. I'm doing exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. Right. Okay, so we'll start with the X-ray room, which needs to be a minimum of 4x4, and I think we're going to get quite close to the minimum. The waiting room needs to be 4x2. Okay, we can make that work. And then a rest room. Nah, don't need it. What else could we need here? Apparently we don't need a reception area, but it does have the option to have receptionists. Intriguing. Maybe they can go down here to the receptionist, and then they'll get sent down and then come back up. And I don't mean sent down as in, imprisoned or anything like that. We've also got the option to build a CT room and an MRI room, but we're not going to build those yet for the very simple reason of they're very expensive, and I haven't got a lot of money at the moment. But presumably, after I've treated, half a dozen people and zapped them with a few unguarded ions, or whatever it is that I zap people with, that will sort itself out. Now I'm going to give this a reasonably hold on, do that and then this. Right, now how much room does a rest room need if a rest room does need room? Hey, there we go, we can get it in there. No, rest room, here we go, look, there, perfect. Hey, I've ticked lots of boxes, that's all good. Right, okay, walls on. Let's go. We'll stick with the standard walls motif. Now, as the hospital grows in size, I'll probably end up moving some of these departments, but in this first instance, I don't really feel the need to do so. We'll keep it compact and bijou in order to treat people nicely. Now, then, which one of these doors looks most like it's lead-lined? Given that we're going to be bombarding people with radiation, I feel it's only fair to tell you what. Look, Dr. Goodhausen here could probably do with a window. Let's give him one with a blind, just because I'm in the area, really. There you go. We'll do one of those, and we'll stick one in there as well, because everybody likes to have a view of the outside while they're being bombarded. X-ray door. It's like there's a special door just for X-raying people. And what's so special about that door? Well, it stops you hulking out. Right, so we'll have a Q machine, because, I don't know, I think that's kind of worked in the other place. So we'll stick that in there, and then we'll... I don't envisage this having a massive queue, but at the same time, it might. So, there you go, 6 people. That should be plenty. And we'll have one person who's lucky enough to be sat right next to the loo. And you never know, maybe they need to be. Maybe, they get caught short on a regular basis, and they're in to have their waterworks examined to figure out exactly why that is. Got the TV screen up. That's the reception area. Banging. That's happening. The waiting room. So if we move over onto the old the radiation department here, we're going to need an X-ray, an X-ray control, yeah, mobile equipment cabinet, and a PC, a privacy. I'm very much in the mood to put a privacy screen in things. Wall-mounted equipment cabinet tool. Let's start traditional desk. There we go. That way the radiologist can sit playing a bit of Minesweeper while waiting for his next customer. Right, stick that in there. Good. X-ray control. Now, does this need to be on? Because typically your doctor. Oh, gore. There's a lot of science going on in that. No, wait. Typically, your radiologist will step out of the room when you're being irradiated. Can I move this, please? I like to move it. You like to move it, and so forth. No, it does not want to be moved. In which case, get trashed. No, we're not. Yes, bringing out, and the last word, the bulldozer. Very good. At this time, don't just put it back in exactly the same place, you Burke. Right. Okay. Fine. I find that sometimes I need a stern talking to. Otherwise, I am prone to just, making heinous errors here. Right, there we go. We'll park you round there, and then we'll stick your computer in this corner, and then you can look sturdily out of the window if you've got nothing else going on. I might even give you a privacy screen of your very own. There we are. See? You'd be able to go, I'm not in, not interested. Machine scares me. Right, okay, so let's try putting it somewhere else and see if it still turns a funny colour. No, see, that's turned that's not a funny colour at all. We need an X-ray viewer. We'll stick that on the wall. We won't stick that on the wall. Where does this need to be? Hang on. Well, that was just free hanging, surely, unless I'm just mistaken as far as perspective is concerned. I'm mistaken as far as perspective is concerned. There we are. Stick that on the wall so you can have a look at it. You need some equipment. This room is not big enough, but we're going to make it work. That one looks fine. And then you just need an X-ray control panel, which, if we're lucky, we can bung over here. And you can go, you ready? I'll go nuke you now. There we are. This appears to have turned red, doesn't it? I don't know if that means that it's all broken. I'm going to assume it does. Or am I? I don't really understand why that's gone all red. Is it just lighting? Let's unpause. It's not just lighting, is it? There's something is giving off a reddy hue here. Maybe it's just some isotopes have got out of the isotope containment unit, and that's not that's just a byproduct. Or maybe it's the night. Oh no, it's doing it over here as well. It's fine. That something is giving off a reddy hue, and it's unsettling to look at. But honestly, everything's absolutely fine. Right, I need to hire an expert to work in there. Hello, and I'd like an expert, please, of the radiologist kind of style. We'll take someone who's prepared to learn on the job. Your rest levels drop slower. No, what about you, Dave? You leave dirt everywhere. Well, I don't think Cartaz has got enough to do anyway. How about we fling you in? You've got 1 point in radiology, but you are 130 quid cheaper, same thing, than someone who is going to charge me, who is someone who knows how to use the X-ray machine. You're hired, and this is Brad, yeah, Karma. Brad Karma there, our new chief radiologist. Well done, Brad. You were hired because you were the best person for the job. It had absolutely almost nothing to do with the fact that you were inexpensive by comparison. Right, we also ought to make this bathroom actually functional. We'll treat it as though this outside door is the one that locks, in that way that you sometimes get in bathrooms. Stick a hand dryer in, stick a hand dryer out, in, out, shake it all about. Right, there you go. No, this wall. That's where I want it. There you go. Give me a mirror. Yep. Everyone needs to see what they look like while they're completely sick and a little bit terrified about the fact that they're about to go and be, nuked. And then we'll put a tasteful bin in the corner there. And to make everybody feel a little bit, no, that's outside stuff. We'll also put a, tricky, a digestion caution poster in the bathroom, which I think is easily the most appropriate place for it to live. You come in there and you kind of go like, you're having some trouble on the toilet there. Well, maybe your digestion's out of whack. Come and see a doctor. Oh, you're already here. Book an appointment now. See, I reckon that's going to work. Good, right, okay, well, everything's geared up, so let's trot on and wait for the day's first candidates to arrive. So here we are, it's another beautiful morning. Hold on, I'm awarding points here for enthusiasm, and Brad Karma, first day at work, he's straight in. I imagine what he's going to spend the morning doing is getting all his personal possessions and just zapping them and going, I x-rayed my iPhone, because that's the kind of guy he is. Meanwhile, nope, Nurse Manny hasn't yet taken a break. This is quite a good sign. Anyway, right, we're waiting for passengers. Now then, I've got one more insurance company that I can entice into my property, and these people pay the big bucks. But I've got to open a general surgery department first. Looking forward to it. Give me my scalpel. But we're going to have to actually earn the money to get that happening. Who's that? Oi, you, tree. Get to work on time. All right. This is not the country club. You're expected to. Hold on, I'm berating you, and there's still no sign of Dr. Flippin' Moon. Oh, hold on, is she in here? She's watching the telly. Oh, all right, that's fine. We haven't got any patients yet, so that's all good. You're fine. As long as you're in the building and I know where you are, that's acceptable. Right, we're coiled like a spring. We're ready for our first customers. And here we go. None of them want to talk to Nurse Manny. You should. It's rare that she's actually at her desk. That's Kartaz. Kartaz, stop dressing like a civilian. I really ought to put you in some kind of smock. Right, there we go. All the doctors are just kind of going, no, make them wait. We have to perpetuate the idea that we're incredibly overworked, and if we see people straight away, that's not going to fly. Right, let's see what we've got. All right, so we're conducting the initial interview. Let's get her on the screen. It's Nicki Minaj. Hello, doctor. So I inexplicably sell an awful lot of records. Okay, Nicki. And when did this first start happening? Oh, I don't know. Possibly when I changed my wardrobe up a little bit. Well, it could be bronchitis or maybe sinusitis. One or the other. Could be either. You've got a dry cough and fatigue. Okay, well, let me work my machinery here, and we'll see what we can figure out. Would you like to use one of the expensive machines that we very rarely use? No, I don't think I would. I'm just going to poke you with this lollipop stick. There you go. And, yes. Let's put that in the bin. Let's get another one. I appear to have used up all my hand sanitizer. Anyway, it's definitely sinusitis. You've got a bunged up nose, love. You've got bad breath, nasal obstruction, and nasal congestion. Thing is, if we get rid of that, it really might change the way you sound on your records. Is that something you want to risk? Anyway, squirt this up your schnoz, and you'll be magic. Good, there we go. Another successful mission, well executed. Right, let's see if there's anything going on at my two expensive new technological facilities. Anyone? Anyone at all? Anyone? Where are you going? You've gone to the loo. I've just built a new loo over here, you know. You could go in there, it's got soap and everything. And no one's used it yet, so it's probably spotless. Or maybe Kartaz has told everyone to keep out of it for the time being. Why did you just have a picture of a scythe when giving that fella a diagnosis? That's not going to fill him with confidence. What's wrong with him? I mean, it's only flipping Leonardo, someone please give me an Oscar DiCaprio, and he's got laryngitis. What was the scythe all about? That felt a little extreme. You're just going to... Oh, apparently that's a laryngoscopy going on there. Oh, you did that thing where you do the... Ooh, nasty. Oh, well... He's been given antipyretics, pyetics, He's given anti-pyrotechnics and some antibiotics as well, and that's sorted him out. Good. He's left the hospital. He's paid up. I'm quite pleased with that. Meanwhile, Dr. Moon's leveled up. Why have we paused? This is not news that needs us to pause. She's become a beginner at advanced medicine, acute medicine. That doesn't even look like the word advanced. Well, good. Well done. And she's recently treated Nicki Minaj, who's given her a 5-star rating. Excellent. Good. Right. She's cracking on. This fella's throwing up all over the place. Cartaz, stand by. And meanwhile, over in Bay 3, so you like sitting, he says. Go and sit over there. There you go. See, there's authority there of Dr. I'm going to say Trigg. Get your kit off. Let's have a look at you. Right. You are... speak to me here. You've got contact dermatitis. Well, I'm not going to contact you. That sounds quite unpleasant. You've got itchy eyes, itchy everything, and a bit of red eye. We're doing the skin injection tests. You've done a physical examination. Antihistamines. Chances are, if you haven't got tennis elbow, it'll be the thing that sorts you right out. Basically, it's available over the counter at any high street chemist. What are you doing in hospital, you flipping time waster? Good. Right, waiting room's filling up. You're doing something with a pencil. Excellent. Shoving something down his throat. Good show. Get your kit on. Get off my bed. I've got to go and put some of that god-awful, very wide blue toilet paper back on it again. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Dr. Moon's leveled up, is now attending. That was the message that we received a little while ago. It just doesn't disappear, and oh, you've got to, if you click the disappear button, it does disappear. That's nice. Anything going on in the pricey bits? You've put a man into the agitation machine, and you've got another man on a different agitation machine. Oh, great. Oh, and now what? Now I shall... Oh, hold on, she's got some more. She's put a sample in the fridge. Oh, this is tremendously exciting. It went ping! She pushed buttons and the thing went beep. What's happening now? She's thrown him into the waste. No, that's all bad news. Where are you going? To the sink. I'll tell you what, sink over this side. Although I hate to point it out, but you did use your computer before you washed your hands. Look, here you go. Sample, computer. Back to the computer. Yep, there you go. You're going to contaminate the results in there because you've got contaminants all over the machine itself. Back to the computer. Yep. What are you doing now? You're putting the old man in a drawer or something. Back to the computer again. Yeah. Yep. Your hands are going to be covered in Ebola and anthrax. I've seen Outbreak. I know how these things work. That's it. You've put your hands in the bin, gone back to your computer and go, oh, hold on. I've got a sink. Too little, too late. There you go. And you've just infected yourself again. Well, there we go. I previously advertised that a clean hospital is a mean hospital. That doesn't extend as far as the staff, sadly. Maybe if I would have put some hand sanitizer on the wall. Maybe I should have just got an aversion to water. But no, there's testing galore happening here. And, in fact, more than testing galore. Is anyone using the waiting room? Because this would be a great place to wait, while you're waiting for your test results to come back out. That would, that would be a terrific place for you to just hang out and go like, have you done my test results? Yes. Can you not just send them, like, by computer or something to my doctor? Do I have to actually sit here and wait to shut up and sit down? It also bothers me ever so slightly that she has to come outside telepathically, knowing that the next patient is about to turn up. And don't get me wrong, I guess that's kind of efficient. Or maybe she receives, something by Skype or WhatsApp to say there's a passenger coming with some kind of medical difficulty. If you wouldn't mind running their bits through a machine, that would be tremendous. So we run the bits. Oh, hold on, we've got some zapping happening. Slow it down. We want action zapping here. If only I could zoom in a little bit more. There you go. He's Brad Karma there. He's going to do. Hold still. This may tingle. goes. Now, I haven't given him any lead shielding, so I suspect that his career is going to be painfully cut short by several tumorous growths that are going to appear quite quickly. Oh, blimey, that was good. The X-ray machine just teleported her top back on. Brilliant. Where do I get one of those? I mean, that's going to save me time getting dressed in the morning. Oh no, her legs have gone. Oh no, it's alright, she was getting off a table. I make fun of graphical glitches because, why wouldn't you? Good, right, now then, Cartaz has come in. You finished zapping everything. Alright, I'm mopping up. Oh, okay, the test department is actually run ragged today. This is good. That's what I pay you for. I'd quite happily, I mean, the other thing I'd do is I'd quite happily hire another couple of technicians to come and work with you here. Because it's not like, you know, there isn't enough space. I mean, there's tons of flipping space in here. And I wonder if these chairs are getting in the way of you being able to microscope things. You know what? I'm gonna suggest that these stools I put in place for your comfort are actually preventing you using them. Yeah, that seems quite likely. All right, I'll get rid of those. Anyway, another fine day here at Colonel Failure's Doctor House of Hollywood clinician and surgical activities, which is a thing. And today we've cured 23 out of 25 people. 2 people have been sent home with the wrong diagnosis, or just been told, so your leg's fallen off. Well, that's a downer. Can't really do much about that. You've got what impaled in you? Oh no, that's not our speciality at all. Maybe we could offer you something from the vending machine, and that will make it all better. If you'd like something from the vending machine that would make it all better, be sure to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on the next enthralling episode of Dr. Failure's Uncle Colonel House of Celebrity Mowax. And chuck a like at this one if you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with you very soon, where we shall be expanding once again. Cheerio!